Welcome to the It Factor. We're Gimme and I, exploring a new blog post by Mr. Len Kaplan, CEO of CDML, a managed service provider in Queens, NY, offering network management, voice over IP, unified communications as a service, cybersecurity compliance, infrastructure as a service, cloud solutions, and Microsoft 365 and Azure solutions. If you're a small business owner or manage IT for a growing organization, this episode is for you. So, what if I told you that the oldest router sitting in your IT closet might actually be working for Russian intelligence right now?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a crazy movie plot, but today's deep dive into Len Kaplan's article, The High Cost of Old Equipment, Still Working Doesn't Mean Still Safe, explains exactly how that happens. We're looking at why holding on to outdated technology, just because the power light still turns on, is actually creating massive hidden debts for your business.
Right, because there's this illusion of savings. I mean, you look at a
Yeah.
5-year-old firewall and it doesn't look physically broken, so you just assume you're saving money by not replacing it.
Exactly, but it's a complete false sense of security.
Yeah, I like to compare an unsupported router to a storefront with a broken lock. Like during the day, the door opens and closes, staff goes in and out, so it totally seems fine. But then at night, literally anyone can just turn the handle and walk right in.
That is such a great analogy, and that broken lock happens because of the invisible life cycle of manufacturer support. Basically, companies eventually stop providing security patches or firmware updates for their old models.
Which are the software fixes that keep the hardware safe.
Right,
Right.
exactly. So when a new vulnerability is discovered, it just remains open permanently. In fact, in February 2026, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency actually directed federal agencies to remove all unsupported network edge devices.
And by network edge devices, we mean things like routers or firewalls that sit directly between your private office network and the public internet, right? So they are the literal front door.
Yes, the front door.
Yeah.
And the FBI warned that criminals hijack these end-of-life routers to use as proxy servers.
Oh, wait, before we get into who exactly is opening that door, just a quick heads up for you listening. CDML publishes new blog posts like this one every Tuesday and Thursday, so be sure to check those out. Okay, sorry, go on about the proxy servers.
No problem. So because the manufacturer stopped updating the software, known glitches act as permanent backdoors. Hackers route their malicious traffic through your IP address, which makes their attacks look like they're coming from your office. It's a way to hide their true location.
Oh, wow. And because these vulnerabilities are totally public, it's not just random opportunists walking through that broken door, is it? It attracts highly organized threats.
Definitely. By July 2026, international cybersecurity agencies were warning that Russian intelligence-backed attackers were actively targeting this vulnerable networking equipment.
Wait, really? Just targeting old office routers?
Yeah, and they weren't even using sophisticated new techniques. They literally just exploited those known unpatched weaknesses in default passwords. And this risk extends well beyond routers. We are talking servers, desktop computers, legacy apps, and even connected printers and security cameras.
So the security risk is just huge. But, I mean, to a small business owner, old tech is also just a massive productivity killer. Like, paying employees to sit there and stare at a loading screen is basically burning cash.
Oh, absolutely. That is the operational debt Len Kaplan describes in the article. Aging computers really drag employees down because they struggle to run modern cloud applications and, the newer security tools.
Plus, aren't these old systems basically just guaranteeing an expensive, rushed emergency replacement when they inevitably crash?
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. When an
Oh, no.
outdated server finally gives out, finding replacement parts is nearly impossible. So this forces a super disruptive emergency replacement.
Or you have to pay premium IT emergency
Yeah.
fees, right?
Exactly. You pay premium fees, you make rushed decisions, and all while your staff can't even work.
And a sudden crash isn't just an IT headache either. I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds like a legal and insurance nightmare just waiting to happen.
It really is. If you're in a regulated industry or if you're filling out a cyber insurance application, you are expected to maintain supported technology.
Because an unsupported device makes it incredibly difficult to prove you have reasonable security measures in place, right?
Right. And without that proof, your insurance claims can be flat out denied, or you could face serious compliance penalties.
Okay, wait. But practically speaking, though, a small business can't just write a blank check today to replace every single 5-year-old computer in the building. Does Len actually expect us to just throw everything out right now?
No, age alone isn't the deciding factor. Len Kaplan actually advises creating a strategic life cycle plan.
Okay, so how does that work?
Well, the idea is to evaluate each device based on manufacturer support, its actual importance to your business operations, and its reliability. It's really about gradual, budgeted replacements rather than panic buying.
Ah, that makes sense. Be strategic, not reactive.
Exactly. And CDML steps in to help evaluate your infrastructure to create that exact roadmap. The goal is to make informed decisions while you still have the time to plan them properly.
So you avoid both the security breaches and the sudden operational halts. And hey, if you want to get a handle on your own equipment, I highly invite you to visit cdml.com to subscribe to the blog. Also, if you're finding this deep dive helpful, please just click that thumbs up button right now.
Yeah, getting that roadmap in place is just so crucial for any small business.
For sure. So to wrap things up, I want you to think about that one old device sitting in the corner of your office right now. If it were a silent employee, what unseen risks is it bringing into your business today? We're Jimmy and I. Thanks for listening. Till next time.